I grew up in northern Michigan, and that was my first exposure to music from the time I was a toddler. Is my mom was a performer, and she performed with a church group, 3 women, 3 men.
Right on.
And they were called the Vocal Majority, which is one of the greatest band names of all time. And we're going to get into fake band names on this show, but so she was part of a band called the Vocal Majority, all vocals. They had, backing tracks, and they would play at churches. And they would, if you could sell out a church, they would sell out churches in northern Michigan. It was the biggest ticket in, the western upper peninsula of Michigan. We would travel to these churches on Sunday and be in the back, in the nosebleeds of these giant, Methodist Presbyterian churches, because the Vocal Majority would pack these churches. And that was my first experience as a little kid. And somewhere there's a recording of me like shouting out and cheering at my mom because I interrupted one of their performances. But that was what I grew up in doing, was like going to these church performances. And that was my first exposure to music. And then she sort of fostered that, right? Because she played a little piano because she could accompany herself. And then I started playing a little bit of piano. And then, you get into the college age, which is for me in the 90s, for you in the 90s as well. And that's when, you start picking up guitar because, it's a cooler instrument than sitting down a piano, and it's a lot easier to transport around.